Hey guys, Dello304 here, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick video just because I felt like it. And yeah, a couple of people have been asking me about this, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a video about it. People have been asking me about the opinions on my computer case that I have here. In case you don't know, it'll be in the title, but yeah, in case you don't know, like I said, you will know by the time this video's up. But yeah, anyway, this is a Raidmax Galaxy ATX201BP case, for anyone wondering what the exact model number is. Like I've said already, I'll put it in the title. I don't know why I keep repeating myself. Bleh. Yeah, so here it is. Basically, I'm just going to go ahead and give my, just going to go through it, overview, and I'm going to give my opinions on it and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, in the front you see we have 4 drive bays, so that's good. You know, you can store up to 4 different optical drives in here, or 5.5-inch drives, or whatever. Doesn't have to be an optical drive, but that's most likely what it is. But yeah, you can put 4 different drives in here, which is cool. I just have one. I don't really need anything else. Just have a LG DVD burner. Yeah, below that we have 2 USBs, and in the middle of that we have audio ports. We have a reset button right there. Camera, I don't know why the hell you're not focusing. And then we have a HDD access indicator right there. And then yeah, that's the bottom of the case. Just a glossy black finish right here, and then matte black right there, and then I have my stickers on it. But anyway, yeah. So that's the front. The side panels, both of the side panels come off. That one included. So yeah, this one, of course, it's just bare. It's just for you to put your cables behind, which I will talk about in a minute. And then this side has a, this is the main, side panel, and it has a window on it. Now let me talk about the window for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and go under here. I realize this is kind of a crappy view. Sorry about that. My TV stand is in the way. But about the side panel and about the window. If you're like me and you prefer, large windows on your side panel so you can nerdgasm on all over your PC parts in there, when you look on the side of your computer, then if that's, seriously important to you, then don't get this case. I would have preferred that, but then again, it's not a deal breaker for me. It doesn't really matter because I have this, I'd say about 10 by 5-inch window, maybe, right there, and I can see just enough when I look inside. And I have LEDs in there, so I can see all my PC parts and stuff. There's the fan, CPU, blah 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 blah. So yeah, you can see your PC parts in there, but not exponentially. So yeah, that's one thing. If you like windows on the side of your case, and that's seriously important to you, then don't get this case. Another reason not to get this case is if you really take cable management into consideration and you really want good cable management in a case. And this is a problem for a lot of sub $100 cases. There's not much cable management, and this case is included, but I worked it out a little bit. So yeah. On this side panel, and technically on all PC cases, there at least should be a gap between the surface of the side panel and the motherboard tray, so you can put your cables back there that are not being used. On this particular case, there's not very much room back there, not at all. It's usually it's supposed to be about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of space behind here, so you can put your cables. There's probably about a 1/2 inch on this one, so it's not a lot of space. I was able to fit a few cables back here, but not very many. So if you want that extra space between the panel and the motherboard tray, then don't get this case. Cable management is not perfect. There are holes on the motherboard tray, so you can fit your cables through, make them look nice. I did that. But what I had to do was route them all up into behind these panels right here. That's what I did. I just clumped them all up, put a rubber band around them, put them in here, and you can't really see it in here. So yeah, that's what I had to do. But if you don't want to do that, and that's super important to you, which I know it is to some people can't stand messy cables inside their PC. I can't stand it either, but I made it work, so I think it's good enough for me. Yeah, so if you don't like that, then yeah, that's another reason not to get the case. Cooling. As you can see, there are no vents on the front of this thing. There are no fans or whatever. Now, under here, under the case, there is a gap. So you can, there is a gap under here, which I cannot going to show, but there is a gap. So if your case is on the carpet, or not on the carpet, on, you know, a flat surface, like a hard surface, then you can utilize that and put like a fan in front. But it's not, there's not like a vent in front of here, so you can get lots and lots of air to going through the case. So that's another reason not to get this case, is because cooling is not the greatest. Now, in my experiences, this is not a computer that I do a lot of intense stuff on, and I don't have the world's largest graphics card, and I don't have the hottest running processor. This computer runs at about 40 Celsius maximum. When I'm doing anything, like even video editing, it runs cool, but that's because I'm not doing anything super intensive. Like when I edit videos, I'm just putting clips together. I'm not like, editing, like titles and stuff. I'm not like I'm not needing a lot of power to render videos and stuff. So the PC stays relatively cool, like I said, under 40 Celsius, which is cool. Literally, huh? So yeah, if you're a person who likes lots and lots of cooling, and if you're gonna put like an i7 and like a GTX, well, no, like a 550 Ti or something in there, like two of those, like SLI graphics cards, and super high-end parts, then you're not gonna want to get this case. This case is for people. This is a basic case, so it's like an introductory. It gets the job done kind of case. So if you're one of those people who's going to build a super build, then don't get this case. However, if you're like me and I'm on a budget and I'm trying to save as much money as possible, I will talk about the price of this case very soon. But in my case, I was able to get this case for 30 bucks, 40 bucks, I forget how much. I got the case and the i3 combo deal at my local Fry's Electronics for 150 bucks. So that's why I got this particular case, is because it saved me a lot of money and it gets the job done. And I like how it looks. I mean, it's basic, it's professional, it's not too flashy like some cases out there, and yeah, it gets the job done. I like it. So yeah, that brings us to another thing now. I got this case on a special. It was like a discounted price. This case normally retails for $69. In that case, it's not even close to being worth that much. It's worth about 40. It's worth about what I paid for it, so it's worth about 40 bucks. So yeah, if this case, I don't know if this case is Fry specific and it's only selling for $70. In that case, if this, I don't know. But in that case, if this case is retailing for $79 everywhere, do not get it. It's not worth $70. For that, I could get an Antec 300, which is a lot better. Well, not a lot better, but it's better, at least to some capacity. It's got vents in the front, and it's just better. But in my case, get it, case. But if you can find this case for a cheaper price, like $40, then it's worth it, in my opinion. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a very basic, introductory, entry-level case that gets the job done, and it's not super cheap like some cases out there. I mean, it's not the greatest quality. It's not the greatest quality. It's it's not rock solid, but it's good enough. This is not like, this isn't flimsy. I mean, this is a little bit, but it's not terrible, but it's not great either. So it's kind of like in the middle in terms of build quality. So yeah, okay. So to wrap things up, this video is almost 10 minutes long. If you want a really good case that's got lots of cable management, it's got fans in the front, things like that, lots of okay, well, I don't know where I was going with that last statement, but yeah, if you want a case that's super good build quality, got fans in the front, got good cable management, etc., etc. Got a big window on the side that don't get this case. If you're like me, I'm on a budget. I didn't need a super case. This computer's just gonna sit here. I mean, it's not really that important, in my opinion. So I just got it. If you're like me, who's on a budget, who doesn't need the flashiest case ever, cable management is not a huge issue. I was able to do it just fine. I think cable management is good enough for people like me. But if you want lots and lots and lots of cable management, like I said, don't get this case. But yeah, like I said, again, if you're on a budget, you just need a case that works. You need a case that's not terribly cheap, but it's not, super awesome. Just, in the middle. It's basically your budget case. But if you're like me, who's on a budget, doesn't want to spend a lot of money, get this case. Okay, so that wraps it up. I think I repeated myself about 5 times, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's a quick overview of the Raidmax case. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them below. Sorry I didn't go around the inside or the back of the case. This is just more, should you get it or should you not get it, in my opinion. So yeah, I went over. Okay, anyway, oh god, I'm rambling again. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. I have to turn the camera off. I'm just gonna talking till midnight. So see you guys later.